Hello. In this short video, I'm going to explain what is an agentic kernel and how does it fit into the overall agentic AI operating system. So the system itself is 5 layers. So this is, as we explained in our application. So essentially you have an application layer at the top, which is what the user sees. So this is a program like Unicorn 1, the one we showed in the earlier video, that they basically use to interact with the system. And it allows full control of all parts of the system. And then below that, you would have the runtime agent, which we showed in the second video, that they can interact with and give a task to. And then the runtime agent will run through the task, and then they get the result back. And as we also saw in the video, that it's not very efficient. These runtime agents, they tend to get themselves into a loop, which they can usually work themselves out of. And that's why we are advocating for this kernel layer. So the third layer, which is essentially the kernel, the agentic kernel of the AIOS. And this one will help the agentic runtime layer, the agent, solve the problem by providing structure so it doesn't wander off the task and make so many mistakes. And the kernel itself gives the agent, the runtime agent, access to the fourth layer, which are these affordances, which are system services, device abstractions, so our hardware abstraction layer is down there, and the APIs to the various parts. And these in turn, so this fourth layer, allows safe access to the fifth and final layer, which is the physical hardware. So the computers and the lab equipment, the ones that actually use to grow the semiconductor devices. Those are the parts of the system in layers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, the project itself, so this agentic AI, the kernel of it, so this agentic kernel, the third layer, the middle layer, is TRL2, which means that we are basically implementing our idea and checking it. We're actually, I would say maybe TRL2 moving toward TRL3. I will show you the actual program itself. So again, like everything, we have all the source code. We create everything. This is my project folder for this, so for our company. And essentially, we have here the kernel, the runtime agent. We can manage tasks, and we have the UI, which is the thing that the user will interact with. And this program will be a part of Unicorn 1, the first program. So it will be basically a plugin that will add into the program to add this functionality. And the kernel itself has the affordances. It has continuity, which is memory, and governance. And then, as we explained in the application very briefly, it would have some kind of forge, so the ability to create tools, which are in the fourth layer. So this is what exists so far of the program, and we're implementing it as a kind of a agnostic program with various interfaces called in order to make it modular and expandable as we build this out into an overall OS. Thank you for watching.